half-assembled cars, electric blue light. It's a futuristic world. This is where BMWs are made. The BMW building is a reflection of Zaha's radical thinking, totally blurring the boundary between making, between management, between designing. We're in the rural outskirts of Leipzig, a sea of square grey sheds. Linking these vast containers of cars and car parts is an improbable shaped structure. It's small by comparison, but its visual power is palpable. It's like a lightning bolt, a flowing zigzag of a line in metallic blue, silver and white. Seen from above, the parallel lines are like the lanes of a racetrack or ribbons of a highway, and they come together in a point or converge to change direction. Even the car park is arranged to mirror these lines of movement. And unlike the sheds that are firmly grounded, everything about this building is movement and speed. Columns are reimagined as 4 sharp blades of concrete, meeting the line of the 4 beams above at very unexpected angles. It's a device that exaggerates the line of the structure and the movement of the line. Electric blue lines of light set between these beams draw you in from outside. This is a heroic triple-height space. Look up at the ceiling, and all the techniques, the lights, the mechanics, follow those lines of movement that are the backbone that holds the light. And they hold this building together. Inside, this electric blue light bathes the concrete in a soft glow, and it's here you get your first glimpse of the assembly line of cars suspended in the distance. And this is the masterstroke. Half-assembled cars silently glide over rows of desks, over people, over a canteen. It sets up a beautifully direct relationship between production and management. It's an audacious notion, but it's somehow very humanizing, and it messages that BMW are one company. Wherever you work, there's a shared vision, a common endeavor. It's a kind of metaphor for unity of purpose and egalitarianism. And you see this wonderful contrast between the dramatic perspectives of the assembly lines, half-assembled cars just chassis without wheels, hovering above the prosaic in the everyday. A rack of coats below, desks, everything that you'd normally expect to find in an office. Windows are cut into the concrete, giving a view onto a different world. And the shape of the cutout, where straight line meets curves, are not unlike the raw, unfinished frames of what you'll see in the car windows. Even the shape of the windows themselves suggests acceleration and speed. The idea of flow is central here, the flow of lines, of spaces, energy, and it's a language that feels radical. Zaha's work has laid bare to a wide public the importance of the fantastic, an expressive fluidity, celebrating architecture, going beyond the functional and pragmatic. The BMW building is a reflection of Zaha's preoccupation and the excitement she finds in large-scale infrastructure projects. Historically, it follows the celebration of speed and dynamism of the Russian futurists in the early 20th century, where their iconography described dreams of a society in perpetual motion, the romance of technology, a heroic industrial spirit. It was a futuristic and optimistic view of the world. And then in the 1920s, the Fiat Lungotto factory, with a highway of ribbons and a racetrack on its roof. But here the racetrack is inside the building. It's the racetrack of making and assembly. Zaha used the movement of the assembly lines to literally break down hierarchies. It's a radical piece of thinking, totally blurring the boundary between making, between management, between designing. This sense of collective endeavour and pride in what is being made and produced is very real. And with this audacious conceptual thinking came a new language that she developed over decades. And here it's really given coherence in the fluid forms, converging flows, rhythms, swooping trajectories, all a reflection of the velocity and dynamism of contemporary urban life. At BMW, Zaha gave industrial process dramatic expression, and by doing so created an egalitarianism. Everyone and every part of the business was given a part in the drama. It's an operatic experience. Zaha was, of course, the master of drama, but here, architecture, and all who work here are the protagonists. Zaha was a trailblazer, and we follow in her slipstream.